Well, this Saturday, voters up and down Vancouver Island head to the polls to elect their mayors and councils and school boards. And some people say Election Day can't get here soon enough. They are sick and tired of all of the election signs on lawns and street corners and boulevards. A Comox Valley man is one of them. He says he became so frustrated with the campaigning and the stacks of signs that he put up a few of his own. CTV's Gord Kurbis reports that has landed him on the wrong side of the law.
They can be found on almost every boulevard and street corner, some small, others large, but all begging for your support. And at least one Courtenay man has had enough of them.
All these election signs that are just plastered all over the city for no apparent reason other than for name recognition, for voting. And that's senseless. It's an eyesore.
Brian Copeland lives in a quiet Courtenay neighborhood that is now the center of a sign squabble. It started when current Mayor Greg Phelps' wife knocked on Copeland's door canvassing support for her husband.
And I jokingly said, "I'll vote for your husband because there isn't any signs on my street." And I pointed up and Ambler's was there. Next morning, there were 2 Phelps signs added beside his. I took it as a perceived taunt.
Copeland then protested by making his own election sign of sorts, this one, which he placed next to Phelps' sign, which was in front of a neighbor's house. Councillor John Ambler, who also lives next to that house, didn't think his neighbors would appreciate that new addition.
Our neighbors certainly didn't want that sign on their lawn. They had agreed to have a positive sign. They had not agreed to have a negative sign. We just took this then literally as litter. Jill picked it up and flung it into our garage to go out with the garbage.
Copeland didn't appreciate his sign being removed and approached the Amblers. Heated words were then exchanged.
He was, throughout the course of the afternoon, increasingly agitated, increasingly profane and vulgar, and remarkably offensive.
I was upset, yes. Mr. Ambler, he has been in the military a long time. I was in the military a long time. We have no connection whatsoever from the military that I recall. The military taught me that language.
At one point, Copeland called the RCMP to try to get his sign back. Police attended, settled the situation down, and said they'd look into the issue. The next morning, RCMP officers returned to the neighborhood. They
went over to Mr. Ambler's house. They were there for quite a while. They came here. And they pretty well instantly handcuffed me and took me out to the car.
The 60-year-old Copeland was charged with mischief and creating a disturbance. He feels the RCMP are overreacting and knows he could have a criminal record. But the former military man says he has no regrets.
I can't just let that go after 35 years of service. No, I have rights and I'm going to take them.
There's a certain level of expectation of performance to go within what I would call norms. To call the police over this is a ridiculous waste of police effort.
Copeland is due in court on January 12th. Gord Kurbis, CTV News, Courtenay.